Hi, and thanks for watching. This is George here at Wicked Warnings, your #1 source for emergency LED strobe lights for trucks, cars, SUVs, and anything and everything. Like this brand new Chevy Colorado. What we're running here on this Chevy Colorado is a Feniex GLP light bar, a Feniex Fusion 600 rear stick, our Thin-X LIN series in green and white, and the mirrors and the fog bezels down there. And we also, in the rear, have our LED HAW Duo in white, as well as a pair of our LIN 6 in green. And if you got a clean eye there, you can catch our shop mascot walking back and forth on the right side of the screen. Let me show you the control panel so you know what we're talking about. Just so you know what we're referencing when I say what we're turning on and off, here in the vehicle we have our 6-switch control panel. And as you can see, we've got front, rear, it's a little hard to make it out there. Front, rear, air horn, it's not cooperating. There we go, kind of. Air horn power, cruise lights, a special arrow stick pattern, and takedown is what I'm trying to show you, but failing miserable at here. So, I don't know. Let me go back outside and show you more. So I'm hoping going off to the side will give you a little bit better view of the green and white alternation that we have on our Thin-X's. We did an X pattern, 2 green, 2 white. Kept it a little bit subdued because we do have that aggressive pattern on the light bar right above it. So we were able to go inside the mirror and run the wiring all through the mirrors on this particular build. And we also added the ever popular takedown or flood mode. All 4 Thin-X's flood, as well as the front 4 takedown lights on that light bar and both alleys. So we have a tremendous amount of white light forward, and you can use this with the warning or without the warning as well. You don't necessarily have to have any of the warning on to use the flood feature. And as you can see, with the warning on, you're still getting some of that light bar shining through. There we go. I adjust the camera so you can see a little bit better that the middle sections of the light bar are still indeed flashing. There's six heads in the middle and a head on each side, so 8 total heads still in green warning mode, even with the flood activated in all white like that. So this vehicle was also equipped with a Whelen 100-watt PA system for public address announcement. And it also has the air horn tone as well. So you can definitely move some traffic. As you saw in the cockpit of the vehicle, on the control panel, the microphone is right there and the air horn is right there. So let me show you the rear of this vehicle. But before we do that, everybody wants to see how bright the flood feature on these lights is. So as you can see, here's the truck, and we're looking into the back of the shop here. Let me turn off the shop lights. So what we're running right now is our simple front warning switch, and we're going to turn the front warning off and let it go totally dark. And now we're going to illuminate the takedown, and that's the amount of white light that you're getting forward facing. It's easily lighting up a 2,000 square foot shop here without a problem. So definitely some usable light. That is no headlights. That is, as you can see, only our takedown lights. No tricking, no headlights, just our takedown lights. Go ahead and turn them off. Go back on. As you can see, that's what we're doing. And we also get the side lights here for the alley lights, which are shining on the side walls of the shop as well. Go ahead off and back on. Definitely a lot of usable light. Now we'll show you the back. All right, so now we're out back, and you can see our X pattern between our LIN 6s in solid green and our LED HAW Duo in white. They do sister. They will communicate an X pattern. In the back window there, you can see our Fusion 600, as well as the back of the light bar here. And what we've done for the customer's request to match a bunch of the other vehicles on this build we've done is we put in a nice pattern center out directional option. We don't do left or right arrow, but when you push the double arrow button on that controller, you can see how our light bar on the roof as well as our back window light bar both start to produce the center out arrow feature. And that's in case they need to block traffic. You won't lose any of the warning in the back with the Hideaway Duos or the LIN 6s with the center out arrow feature. And when you take the center arrow off, it returns back to the standard warning. Let me tone down the lighting a little so you can kind of see a better image of that light bar on the roof as well as the light bar in the back window. This was built to spec. It seems like a little bit overkill on the back, but it actually works very effective with both the stick and the light bar, and it again is built to spec to match several other vehicles that also have a stick in the back window and a full light bar on the roof. As you can see here inside, we've kept that light bar extremely tight, tucked up to the very top of the window, minimal flashback, and unfortunately we did have to slice the headliner, but it was an acceptable modification to give them what they wanted, which was the tight fit of the light bar at the very top of the window. And it does seem to have no problem punching through that factory tint. The light bar is mounted up on the roof with standard light bar straps riveted right here into the gutter rails, so that way you can remove it and there won't be any holes for mounting, but there is a hole for the wiring. Nothing we can do about that. Here inside the cockpit is again our 6-switch controller and our Whelen microphone for our PA system. Maybe the controller might play nice here with focus. Kind of. Takedown, arrows, air horn, cruise feature, power, and front and rear. Let me lastly show you the cruise feature that these light bars have as well. I forgot to mention that. As you can see, you're able to light the 4 outside corners in a steady or alternating pattern. I think there's 8 or 10 patterns for the cruise. This particular client likes that steady green, so we did this on all the builds. That way when they're parking lot patrolling, they can simply have the cruise on and be easily spotted, easily found if any help is needed. So thanks again for watching. This is a security build done here in the shop at Wicked Warnings. Check for links in the description of the video for links to all these products and more. Thanks again for watching Wicked Warnings.